hot minute since I dropped that. Welcome to the stream. I did not stream in January, for those of you following along. I haven't streamed in 5 weeks. So this would be the 5th week, so I missed 4 weeks. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right to the face cam that I know I need to fix. For so many reasons. So many reasons. Let's... Right, Wager? I gotta reorganize this shit behind me. For real, though. Because my desk is in a different position. So it's able to get more of the stuff behind me. Just trying to think how I want to plan this out. I don't think I want to tilt it down any further. In fact, I'll probably tilt it up a little. Just, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. And then we're gonna go with, I guess we're gonna do this. I'll work with that. Chat. I don't remember how I have to. I guess I'll just make it smaller? Is that what I do? But I don't really want to do that. Like I do, but I want the font to be bigger than that. How's the basement been with all the flagship? It's been fine. I don't know if my audio sounds different, but we don't have the vinyl flooring in here that we used to have. We ripped out all the vinyl flooring and had someone come clean all of it, and I cannot be fucked to put the vinyl flooring back. So it's just like concrete floor right now. I actually, I know I went live on Fortnite. It's up to date now. Okay, it wasn't up to date when I started, and I figured that I would just like chill for a second before that. Let me try and pull it up just to see if it works. Why? Oh, because it's already doing it. Let's go ahead and configure video here. Boop boop. Yeah, so I could zoom it, but honestly, I'm not going to. I think that's probably a little high on the white balance, though, right? Like, I'm a little bit red. Yeah, let's go like 3,700. That's better. I have the color of the screen on me, which is purple right now, but... Yeah, I used like 9 of the hours. Technically, I still could hop back on Madden, but no. There, cross-platform franchise. Yeah, about time for the Chiefs to win me 300. Okay. Yeah, flooding's actually not too bad. Oh, I said I was gonna rearrange this. The problem, Wager, with your GIF is that it comes to a point, so I actually have to like hang it, which I can definitely do, but I just haven't done it yet. So in the meantime, like this. Oh, you here, that. You go over here. We're gonna run this down tonight. Probably have to slide you over here. Yeah, shout out to KSU basketball being trash this year. They're not trash, but they're just not good. It really annoys me. I'm gonna kind of lean it against the young jersey. You should be able to see that as well. Oh yeah, plenty of space. Oh yeah. Give me one sec. You can see how much I've even like been home. That I actually haven't even set up this basement again since moving all this stuff in. No. The ticket punched one's kind of cool. No, but those are regular season champions. So then, yeah, let's do... I'm gonna do this. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense. But that's fine. And then I'm gonna put this over here. Try and angle it best I can towards the camera, even though all it's gonna really do is get a bunch of glare. 34-17. Bold that you think anyone is scoring 34 points on the Chiefs. Not wrong. It's possible. It's just bold. And one BS pick. Honestly, it's better if I don't angle it because of the glare. That's fine. That'll literally never matter. Not as cool as my SpongeBob socks, though. I'm saying, dude. I'm saying. $50 free bet and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. And you win 300. So that's $20 free bet and the Niners win like 45. To basically just get your money back. Except not really, because that means that you put 70 down and you might only get 45 back, but see a shot to win offensive rookie of the year at the beginning of the season. To win 100? Thank you, Spence. You're welcome, dude. One BS pick, but off 3 balls dropped by the Chiefs D. Dude, sometimes that's the strat, man. If you're gonna throw bad balls, just get them out of the way in ridiculous moments that even the defense isn't expecting. CJ Stroud's good. He's got a good future ahead of him. I think people are starting to jump a little too early onto his train. But I mean, I've said that about like every young quarterback. Good thing I unlocked that. So, I don't know why this... I am a little annoyed because if I did crop it down, the sides would make a little bit more sense, but I don't care. Such bad passes, even the defense doesn't expect it. Exactly, dude. Exactly, he gets it. Can you guys see the chat? I think if you're like full resolution, you can. Otherwise, you probably can't, but that's fine. Boop. Oh, that does make me really small, though. That's probably fine. Also, I'm gonna sit more like right here, so that helps a little. You saw the real Brock Purdy, and not the first half. Not the first half. The second half. Second half, you saw the real Brock Purdy. Oh, we're like in the game. That was actually way faster than I expected, because I have played this occasionally on the Switch. So the load time has not been generous. All right. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. I say I've played this occasionally on the Switch. I haven't played this on the Switch in weeks. I haven't played video games in weeks. I would have started on chess.com, especially while this was finishing downloading. Wait a second. Okay. I just switched it back to what it was, and it, like, worked. Your face is pretty small. Your dick is pretty small. Would it be preferred that I make it bigger, or is it just, like, it's smaller than normal, but it's fine? Give me that copper bar, baby. Oh, give me 30 copper bars, baby. You have copper too, don't you? Oh my god. Wait, what? You didn't even... Oh. Yeah, you got copper bars. 60 copper bars just on hand. And then you were doing food, right? No, cut amber. That's right. I have way too much of that now. You're just not as zoomed in, that's all. No, yeah, I knew that, but I wanted to show off a little bit more of the background now that I'm like... I could push this desk so what I did was I pushed the desk further from the wall so I can sit all the way back here now. Obviously not that I'm going to, but like I used to, like this used to be the furthest back I could go, and this would be like the furthest up I could go. And so I've pushed it all the way up here just to buy that more space. And I was hoping that it would allow me to see the whole young jersey. What I think I might do... I am going to zoom it. Actually, I'll just tilt it up a little further and then zoom it. Okay, apparently I can't do that. So, zoom it. That would be the most fun, to keep the young jersey in there and frankly keep my chin in there as well. I'm gonna just go with that. I mean, 107, like 7% zoomed in, so it's not like really any better, but that's not bad. I just don't, I wanted to get rid of more of the white, but to do that, I'm just gonna need a standing desk. It's like the only solution because I'm just low enough to see more of the concrete. So, but it's fine. Oh, what do you have? Oh, you're just making copper bars, and you have 1 copper bar, I bet. Okay, slap juice, stamina, so that's like my general food, and then this was when I went into the cold to get all this shit. So, but I've like got like all this shit now. I can improve my equipment. I think that was what I really wanted to do next. I'm pretty much at the end game here, generally speaking. Oh, is that my girly? Yeah. Oh yeah, and my boily. Oh, do you know that I have some DiGiorno's pizza? You wanna go to your mama? Yeah. He was just sitting down begging, not wanting to go back up with his mom. Wager, you hopping in? Oh yeah. I'm also doing fine since the car accident. This shit was wild. Like, probably the wildest thing I've ever experienced. Straight up. Lame, dude. I want this, but 10 bright cores or blast cores is absolutely gross. Yeah. No, that car crash was insane. I mean, it was like, I mean, it was wild. We literally just got like T-boned at 55 miles an hour and just started rolling. Like, and we came out and just like, okay. Like, no concussions, no broken bones. Actually, the dude in the ambulance, they had to get my vitals, make sure that I was okay. So actually, what happened was, I don't know that I fully told the story, like, on Discord or anything. What happened was, so I'll start from the beginning. We are driving to go drop off. So our basement is flooding. That's actually where we're really starting. It had been raining a lot. The walls of the basement aren't as waterproof as we thought, and so the water, when it gets into the ground, which is like the ground level is the top of this concrete. Okay, different custom endure edge. Lincoln Nautilus and an XT5. I heard from a dude that works like a friend that works at a dealership that Lincolns just aren't worth it. If you're gonna go for that kind of luxury feel, go for like any of the other makes. But I don't know if he's got a bias against Ford or something, but what's up, Nano? Anyway, our basement was flooding because it was letting too much water in through this concrete. And so, I mean, the water was like it was standing water. Like it wasn't high enough to like damage my computer or even damage my desk, because my desk has like these little pads that it sits on. But I mean, it was like a half inch of just standing water, like all like across the basement basically. So we're taking care of all that business, moving all the stuff out, ripping up the vinyl flooring, vacuuming the water with a shop vac, putting in a dehumidifier. And we bought a dehumidifier and rented an industrial one from Home Depot, which I don't even really know how much it did, but whatever. We have that running for like over the weekend, and then on Sunday we on Sunday, because it was Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, I was wondering why I didn't travel Sunday. I traveled on Monday instead. On Sunday we are bringing it back. I'm clearly not playing this right now, and the music in the background is weird, so we are bringing the dehumidifier back to Home Depot, and we're just driving down a nearby main road, like we're going 55 or whatever, to get to the Home Depot. And there's like a dirt median, so it's not like a concrete standing up like block median, but it's like a 2-lane highway on either sides, and like it's 2 lanes on either side with a dirt median in the middle. That, you know, like if they need to put a turn lane in, they'll just break down part of the dirt median, right, and put the turn lane. So that's basically how they kind of designed the road. Well, where we were driving through an intersection where there was a turn lane, like it's the whole intersection, right? So there's turn lanes and stuff like that. And the car in front of us that's like trying to turn is actually trying to U-turn in front of us. And Jess literally said out loud, she's like, they better not, like seeing them kind of like easing in, right? Like just like touching in towards the intersection, and trying to U-turn. And we have green light going 55 miles an hour, so we're just like going. And as we get up to the intersection, I think what happened was they thought that they were already too far into the intersection and they got scared, so they just tried to gun it and like get on the other side of us or something. I don't know. They T-boned us, so they weren't fucking close. But yeah, so it's like literally like as we're driving past, Jess like sees them speed up. Like if I had a bounty on my head, I would think that was intentional. Like it was insane. It was like you're like sitting here, you don't have the right of way, we have a green light, and you're just going. Like, it was like they were waiting for us to reach the intersection and then go. It was crazy. So that's what happened. We get to the intersection and they literally accelerate into our side, and like the only thing that Jess is able to do as she's driving to react to that is she swerves like a little bit to the side. Like, we were in the police diagram, I think, showed us in the right lane coming down. We were in the left lane, but as we like reached that intersection and saw the car coming at us, she kind of swerved into the right lane and they still T-boned us. And so because we were like turning right, but then they hit our backside to kind of kick our backside out from behind us, the car ended up, so like the car turned right but then got kicked out, and basically it kept spinning while our momentum is taking us forwards 55 miles an hour. And so what happened was, when its ass got kicked out from behind it, it's now going this way, so it just basically started rolling, and still spinning a little further, so that when we were done rolling, we actually rolled left, and forwards mostly, but we rolled left over the dirt median and into the turn lane that they came from. So like, it was like a full circle basically. And so we rolled a time and a half and we landed on the roof of the car, and I'm just like, the funniest thing was, it's hilarious telling the story because you really get a true sense of how you operate as a human being in those instances. I'm not saying that like you can't be like a different person, or you can't force yourself to think about different interests or whatever it might be, but it's just like, in general, in an instance like that, the raw instinct of you comes out. And for me, it's so funny looking back on it now because everything's fine, but it really wasn't that funny at the time, and even for a little while after, it wasn't funny, because we're going down this road and I know that like we're getting close, like this car is getting close to us, we're getting close to it, like I'm seeing this all digesting, and then you hear the smack. Like, if you've ever been in a car crash, like, you know the sound of cars crashing. Like, you just hear that, like, the outside of the car just like crumple. It's like a very distinct short sound of like a thud, but like, it's not all thud. It has like you know, if like you've been in one, I guess. But so I hear the thud, and my first thought, it must have been for a tenth of a second, but I remember thinking it. My first thought was, oh, that's gonna be expensive. Like, we're just going 55 down the road, we get slammed by a car. And so that's like, I see it's about to happen, and I like, you just kind of assume that it doesn't at first, like, because it doesn't normally happen, right? Normally you avoid close calls like that. But it does happen. And so my first thought, you know, you hear that and I was just like, oh, that's gonna be expensive. And this is like before we start rolling or anything, just immediately on the thud, that was what I thought. And then we started rolling, and not like I blacked out, but I just like don't have a thought process for that time frame. It was like we started rolling and I just like existed. Like, it was like, oh, like for a split second I was like, oh, that's going to be expensive. And then we clearly are like still crashing, right? Because like in a normal car crash, it's like you hear the thud, and if that's something that comes to your mind, oh, this is going to be expensive, then like that just happens. Like, you think, oh, this is going to be expensive. And then like you get out and assess the damage, whatever. But like the crashing didn't stop. And so that was the weirdest. That was why I think my brain didn't have a way of like digesting it, right? Like, at first it's like, I've been in a car crash before. I know that it's going to be expensive when you hear that noise. Like, that's all something that instinctively my body can react to and think. And then it was like, but we kept crashing. Like, you kept hearing more noises and things happening, and it was like, obviously we were rolling, but I just didn't digest that at the time. It was like, I didn't know how we were still crashing. I didn't know what was happening. It was just, we were still crashing. And then all of a sudden, we've obviously stopped rolling, and at that point, I think I started to realize, oh, we were rolling that whole time, and so we stopped, and we're roof to the ground, we're wheels up here, and I didn't like think about anything. I was just immediately trying to get out of the car, and I'm very happy that it wasn't recorded audibly, because it would be like a deafening noise to ever listen to again, I imagine, which was when we stopped rolling and I just screamed Percy. Like I say it now, like his name, Percy, but like when I was in the car, like after this wreck, it must have been the most deafening like noise that like me just thinking about the noise that I made makes me feel uneasy, just because like it was just so raw. Brunoa, no, you're right. Like, me and Jess actually digested this after the fact. I'll get to that, Nano. There's a lot to digest there. I'll get to that. But that was my first, like, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, you really get an understanding of your instincts in situations like this. Like, at first it was, oh, that's expensive. And then you realize, like, by the time I realized not to be thinking, like, not that I consciously stopped thinking about how expensive it was just a matter of like, that's not the priority anymore. Like, the expense of this crash is not the priority, because we're still crashing. Like, things are not okay right now. And so, but the reason I thought that was just because I guess, like, I was thinking, like, what is happening? Like, where am I? What is this car crash kind of thing? And I, like, by the time I realized we were rolling, that was why I screamed Percy, because Percy's not, like, buckled in. Like, we, like, put all the seats down so he could just walk around on the top of the back of the seats and the trunk of the car. Like, it's all one big platform for him. And the reason I started with the flooding as this conversation is we were returning this massive 40-pound dehumidifier. So in this back seat that is completely cavernous, it is just Percy and a 40-pound dehumidifier in a car rolling at 55 miles an hour. And to this moment, until the day I die, I cannot fully explain how Percy is just okay. Makes no fucking sense to me. Dude is just freeballing it back there with a 50-pound block. Like, I cannot exaggerate this to you. I mean, it's like it's literally just a cube. It's technically a rectangular prism, but like, it's just a block of 40-pound weight to dehumidify whatever. And it's just, and it got actually flung from the car. But what I think ended up happening, Percy is just that, he's got that dog in him, dude. So what I know ended up happening is, so when the car hit us, and this you can see, and we kind of talked about it in Discord, but I guess if, you know, this is obviously going in past broadcasts, so here's my diary of what happened. When the car hit us, it hit our rear driver's side door. And it actually, like, because the car was a little lower than, you know, this crossover that we're driving, XT4, it actually hit the bottom of the door, and the door got stuck into the grill of the other car, and so then we get smacked away and you know, start rolling. Well, it ripped the door off. Run an advanced physics simulation to determine how likely the scenario. No, like, for real though, like, to understand that at all, that's like what needs to happen. So yeah, it hits the side of the car and it rips our door off, and I think that saved Percy's life, because the best explanation that I have is when that happened and it like separated, for it to rip the door off, it must have separated with a ton of force. And if it's separating with a ton of force, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So if the car is getting sent with a ton of force that way, but Percy is only attached to the car by his 4 little paws, he is not getting sent that way, right? Like, a little bit of his paws will go that way just because of the friction that he has attached to the car. But in general, the car, I think, got ripped out from underneath Percy with the door pulled out. I was playing it. I'll probably get back to it. If I don't, I'll play something else. But like, yeah, so I think the car got ripped out from underneath him, and the door got ripped out from the side of him, and I think he basically just kind of fell to the ground and like was skidding down the highway at 55 miles an hour because the outside pad on all 4 of his paws was like rug burned off, basically. And I think it's because when he landed, he just like put his paws out, kind of thing. And so I think the asphalt from the road kind of burned the edges of his paws. But yeah, so I think that's what happened, where Percy actually got out of the car, by choice or not, before the car ever started flipping. So then we start flipping, and I don't think that the dehumidifier fell right out, because Percy, like, obviously likes to look out the window, so Percy would have been right next to the door and thus would have just kind of fallen out if there was no door and no car there anymore. But the dehumidifier was like in the back in the trunk, so it like it's gonna smack around against, you know, right above the wheel well. It's gonna smack around the trunk of the car first, and it eventually got thrown out. Like, it was literally like down the highway median. Like, it was wild. So but that's all kind of happening. I don't obviously know that at the time when I'm getting out of the car. But we stop rolling, and I scream for Percy because I'm thinking about all of that. Like, dog is just freeballing it back there with a 50-pound weight. There is no way he's not, like, concussed, like, lying on the side of the road right now. Like, that is just immediately what I'm thinking. And so I scream his name, and I think... And Jess thinks as well. Neither of us are 100% sure, but we both think that Jess said, go get him, or something of the sort. Like go check on him, go whatever. And I also think that, at least subconsciously, was why I didn't, like, scream Jess and then, you know, check on Jess or whatever. It was like, I was worried about Percy, and then Jess told me to go worry about Percy. And so in both of our heads, like, that's just kind of what makes sense to us. But yeah, so I unbuckle myself, and what I didn't realize, and what you probably haven't realized, but will make sense for both of us immediately when I say this, is that I unbuckled myself and fell to the ground. Because I'm upside down, right? Like, but obviously you're not thinking about that. But like, we just started rolling, and I was like, okay, I need to get out of this car crash and assess and everything, right? And so like I unbuckle myself, and I kind of like crumple to the hood of the car, because that's what happened. And so I try to get out of my door, and I can't like open it. And I was like, ah, shit. And I look back, and I guess I just like saw like light, and so I just crawled out of the car that way. Turns out that was the missing door, so shout out to the missing door for helping me get out of the car, and again for probably saving Percy's life. So I like scream his name, unbuckle myself, I can't get out my door, I turn around and I go back out the other door, which makes sense, right? Because I was the passenger, and it was the driver's rear side door that got ripped off. So when I turn, like, that's what I'm gonna see, is that missing door. So I like crawl out, and I'm screaming Percy again because like I'm out, right? And I can, you know, try and go find my dog. And there's this guy who had already stopped his car, and was like there to help basically. And I'm just like, I'm screaming like, where's my dog? And I like, he like turns around and points. He's like, oh, your dog's over there. And not that he like to this day knows, but not that he knew at the time or like would have done anything differently. But when he turned around and pointed, in my, like, I'm looking at where he's pointing, and I see this like object in the road, and I'm like no,
like in my head it was like Percy got, yeah, Jess was driving, Percy got flown from the vehicle and must have got hit, and he's just laying there on the side of the road, like that, like based off of what he pointed at. And I was like, I like must have said like no or something like that, and I like start going that direction. He's like, no, he's up on the hill. And so what had happened was Percy, like I said, must have just kind of not got flown from the vehicle, got more just dropped out of the vehicle and came to kind of a skidding stop, and then just took off, just literally just fucking fled the scene. So he ran up onto like into these woods on the side of the highway, and so when he points again to where Percy is, I look up there and I see Percy's like silhouette, really I guess mostly Percy, but it's, you know, darker in the woods, and I see Percy just like running across the top of this hill in the woods. And so I make his call, and so Percy has like this specific call where it'll take a second to kick in, but after holding the note for a second, he always comes back, right? He could be coming from anywhere, and it's just like if I hold the, so I say his name in like a really high pitched tone, it's like Percy, and so I like hold it for a while, and that way he knows like that note, and then he'll like it'll kick in, and again he always comes back. So I'm making that call. Homie was like, no. Homie said, I don't give a fuck. I am out of this bitch. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I do not trust even you right now. Percy was gone. There was no catching his ass. God, that's an annoying note, right? But it works. So he always comes running back to that, except for when we needed it to work most. But yeah, so he is just off. He says, I'm out this bitch. He just takes off through the woods, and I go and try and find him. So I'm like, you know, trudging through the woods, you know, trying to step down branches, continuing to make his call, yada yada yada. The dude who pointed out Percy comes to help, and he is yelling Percy's name, but like there is no catching Percy. Like he is just gone through these fucking woods. And so I keep looking, and I can't find him. And like, I guess some adrenaline must have kind of calmed down at this point. So I'm like, all right, I need to like go back to this scene. I mean, it had to have been over 10 minutes. But it was probably more like 15 plus minutes that I'm like out looking for my dog. I stopped at multiple houses and told them like, if you find him, you know, please like call the number on his tag or whatever. And so after all of that, I end up kind of coming back through the woods, coming back to the crash. And, you know, this is when all of this happened. I wouldn't want to go back to the motherfuckers who flipped it, right? So I, like, get back to the crash, and I'm talking to the cops, and he's like, are these your phones? And he gives us our... So I did all that without my phone. And at that point, like, I had fled the scene, really. Like, I got in the crash and left for 15 minutes. So, like, if I'm the cops, like, I'm concerned about me as, like, what the fuck am I doing? But obviously, I was looking for my dog. And so he gives me my phone, and I give him my license out of my wallet to, you know, identify myself. They put me in the and then he was like, so your wife's in the ambulance. And that was when it, like, hit me. Like, I literally, the whole time I was out looking for Percy after this crash, like, it just, like, didn't dawn on me that Jess could be not okay. Like, I was so fine, right? Like, I wasn't concussed. I did have a little bit of a cut, not that I knew it at the time, but, like, I was running after my dog. I was screaming, right? Like, the whole 9 yards. I was fine. Like, so it just never crossed my mind that Jess could be not okay. Until I get back to the cop, and he's like, yeah, your wife's in the back of the ambulance. And I, like, just like whole other mode. I was like, it's like, oh my god, like, is she okay? Like, and he's like, oh yeah, she's fine, she's getting her vitals checked. And I was like, oh my god, like, dog, like, have some bedside manner, dude. I want a financial future. No, we did agree to not take the ambulance. We didn't need to, but in my head that was a big reason why. It was finances. But yeah, no, so I go into the back of the ambulance, and Jess is sitting there. She's had her time to digest, and she's had her own, like, situation here. Like ever since I screamed Percy's name and left the car, like, we have taken two completely different paths in this crash. just to summarize hers real quick, apparently she like doesn't even remember like coming out of the car. She remembers that there was like people helping, I guess, and that presumably there's like a firefighter and a nurse, actually we're like two just civilians that stopped, and so I'm assuming that they must have helped her out of the car, and like unbuckled her and got her out. And then that was when, you know, ambulance got there. She got loaded into ambulance. They took her vitals, and she had been chilling there kind of answering questions for a while before I showed up. So then I get back to the ambulance. They take my vitals, and it was so funny because I like, not that I'm thinking about this, but like I know that this is going to be the case whenever something like this happens. I get in the back of the ambulance. They take my vitals, and they were like, wow, like I wouldn't have guessed that you were even like just in this car crash, because like my heart rate was like 90 something, and like my blood pressure was like 130/75 or something like that. It was just like a very normal blood pressure, very normal heart rate, like maybe a little high obviously, but I was just running around trying to catch my dog. Yeah, you get into a rollover accident, you don't want the ambulance because it costs that much. No, like for real though, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so they take my vitals, and we ended up being all fine. And they pointed it out that was when I found out in the ambulance. It was like, so are those cuts from the crash or from, you know, running around in the woods? And I looked down at my knees. I was like, dog, I honestly have no idea, but I assume it's from the crash because I don't remember getting cut in the woods. And like, I feel like I would have recognized at least that, right? Like, I know adrenaline was pumping, but like I would have felt if something like, you know, I'm looking at my knees. I'm like, if all of this happened in the woods, I would have known it, right? Like, I've got, you know, multiple cuts on both of my knees, and my elbow had multiple cuts. You can actually still see them. It's been like 3 weeks now, and there's still this cut and this cut. They were obviously much bigger a week ago, and then they're actually the smaller ones. I have 3 cuts, so there was another one about this size on my left knee, but then there was 3 more cuts over my 2 knees that are bigger than this still, that were obviously bigger at the time. Yeah, so they asked me, I was like, dog, I have no idea. And they're like, well, you know, your vitals are good. I was like, yeah, like, that's great. Like, I just want to go find my dog. Like, do I need to, like, I'll handle whatever I need to handle as far as like my license and my health and whatever, but like whenever we're done with that, like I just want to go back and find my dog. And I like said that to them. They're like, yeah, like I'm not gonna keep you here, like your health is fine. And the cop basically said the same thing. He's like, yeah, you know, as you know, here's the incident number. He gave me his card, like with the report or whatever, and he let me know how they're like gonna tow the car, yada yada. He's like, but yeah, I'm not gonna hold you here either. And then just now very consciously was telling me, she's like, yeah, like go look for Percy, like make sure he's okay. And so like I just left or whatever. And so I'm literally just like walking through the fucking woods. I saw like one frame of Percy going this way, and that's like my whole lead. So I'm just like going that way, hoping to find my dog. And I'm literally just waltzing around for like over an hour at that point. And then it ended up being that someone called my phone number and said like, hey, is this Jessica? And I was like, no, this is Spencer, but Jessica's my wife. And she's like, okay, because I think we have your dog. And dog, like, I like broke down, like straight up, like on the phone call, like on the side of the road, like looking for my dog. Like I just straight up like broke down. I was like, oh my god, like thank you so much. And she's like, yeah, she was like, yeah, he just kind of came into our garage, and I finally got my husband to just go in there and check his tag. And so, yeah, he's just chilling right now. And she's like, he seems to like, or he seems to be getting along with whatever their dog's name was. And I like, I was like, wait, what? And she was like, oh, like our dog, like he seems to be getting along with our dog. And I was like, oh, okay, like cool. And she's like, yeah, like here, I'll just text you our address and you can come pick him up. And we go to pick him up, and he's so excited to see us rolling up, and he gets in the car, he's all happy. It was the lady sent a picture to me that she had taken of her and her dog, and it's literally Percy on the leash. Percy had his harness and his leash on this entire time, just running through the woods. So it was very easy to just pick up his leash and you have Percy now. And so they're just like in the picture, the guy is holding Percy by the leash, and Percy's just basically standing there like traumatized. Pick him up and what? Great question though. Jess's dad came from whatever, like 20-30 minutes away, and had picked Jess up already, and then picked me up, and then we went to go pick up Percy. And so, but yeah, no, good question. And good thing Jess's dad was around, or else I would have walked all the way to this person's house, picked up Percy, and then walked the fuck home. And I don't even know what Jess would have done. I think the cop probably would have taken her back to our house, but yeah, like that would have been how the night went. Yeah, so thank God for Jess's dad. But yeah, so we get there, and Percy's all excited to hop in, but the lady sent me a picture of when they had him. And it's just them all out on the driveway, and it's the guy holding Percy on the leash, and Percy's just standing there like he just doesn't like want to be there or anything. Like he's just like a part of this. And their dog is like walked right up to the side of Percy's face and is just like staring at him with his ears perked. It's like the funniest fucking picture I've ever seen. Here, I guess I'll just show it. It's so funny. 'Cause like Percy just went through like the most traumatizing experience of his life, hands down, and he's just like, who are you and why are you all up in my grill right now? Yeah, here, I guess I probably don't need the brightness this bright. Oh. It's just like Percy's standing there on the leash like, what is happening? And the dog's just like right up to his side like, why are you on my lawn? Yeah, crazy shit. Just straight up crazy shit. So, yeah. We're all fine. Percy is fine. I still, again, to the day I die, I will never be able to fully explain like how the fuck Percy is just fine. Wild. Such a woman driver joke there, even though it wasn't her fault. Not like Jess. I said straight from the time that, like, because I was thinking it before we even got into the crash. But I said it from like immediately after the crash that like I would have handled that the exact same way Jess would have handled it. Like I would have continued through the intersection at 55 because what the fuck else are you gonna do? And then like as I realized right before the impact that this person's accelerating at us, I would have tried swerving into the other lane and it wouldn't have done anything. Like I literally would have done the exact same thing Jess did. So wild though. What's up, Fast Miner? I didn't like your last video as much. I thought like the whole interview for the whole video thing was like not that interesting. That's just what I think about when I see you now, sorry. Alright, who's hopping in Lego Fortnite, baby? So yeah, that would be why I haven't streamed in a month. A little bit different kind of video, less in topic and more in execution. Yeah, no, it was definitely a different kind of video. I think there is merit to that video, but I think that your skill set is better for the other type of video. And so it's just like it's easier for you to execute the other kind of video. Oh yeah, I don't have Sapphire yet. That was like... I also wanted to just completely redo this house. Okay. I like that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'd like his videos if I didn't know him. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of the opposite. I feel like I wouldn't like Fastminer's videos if I didn't know him. Which I guess isn't that surprising considering I'm just really not that into racing games. But now that, like, obviously I know Fastminer and I've watched all of his videos at this point, it's just like, I don't know, like it just makes sense that I just keep watching them. It's why I don't normally like follow a lot of or subscribe to a lot of YouTubers. It's because if I'm subscribed to them, I'm gonna watch like all of their content. So if I don't like their content, then like I really need to not subscribe. So yeah, I'll eat here in a second. Fuck off. Oh, is that all the Slapberry? Yeah, Slapberry is like the way to consume food in this game, by the way. I don't know if everyone knows that, but there's just like not a reason to consume anything else. The Slapberry potion is way too easy to make and way too beneficial to get anything other than that. I feel like it's weird watching someone's content, you know? Can't explain it. The third options. I don't like his videos because I know him. Wait, no. I don't know, let's just try to do the third option. You might actually like my next video more than the usual stuff. And there's no game cam. Oh, Lamau. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to watch me this whole time. That's not the right video. There we go. It's been a while since I streamed. Fucking work with me. Chat was cleared by a moderator. Lamau. Prevented by better Twitch TV. Whatever. Why, like, what goes through your mind, Nano? I just want to watch you this whole time. I know, and I just made my face cam smaller too, so. Whoa! Okay. Oh, wow. Is it GTA? That'll actually be really fun. I'm literally just assuming it's GTA. You also don't have to answer if you don't want to say what the next topic is, just FYI. But, do a video on Brock Purdy and I'll like your content. God, I hate you so much, Luke. A little under half this video. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Get behind that. Oh, I have rough sapphire. Oh god, dude, I need to organize stuff. Oh god, I don't even have like the storage space to do any of what I'm trying to do here. Hi, chicken. Oh, I'm also supposed to eat. What do I eat when I'm just like hungry? You? I think. Because I could do the slap juice, but there's no reason to do that. What's up, Just Five? How you been, dude? Don't know shit about him. It's the perfect person to do the video then. Oh, I didn't need to eat that last one. I literally could have canceled it. I just didn't cancel it fast enough. Corn. I think I don't have any spicy peppers, so I think that's gonna have to be its own thing. Oh, okay. Immediately just lied. But I am out of slap berries, so I'll do that. Okay. You played any Lego Fortnite yet? Just 5? Because you should. Oh, I got all this out because I was doing something with it, I think. Oh well. You have not? Oh my god. And he calls himself a real Minecraft streamer. I just lied through my teeth. He's literally never called himself that, as far as I know. But not opposed to it. It's genuinely just fun. Nice, I'm on board. I'll give it a try. Do it. Actually, really to the next video. What do you think of Rockstar's games? As in, not the shit ass company they are. I know nothing about the company that they are, so you weren't gonna get that answer out of me anyway. They're good games. They're good games. They're actually probably one of the more reliable game devs of the modern era, honestly. I mean, like, it's not like I can think of really a bad game that they've made. Not saying that there isn't one, but I can't think of them. So, yeah, no, I mean, they've got to be at least up there as far as that is concerned. You're obviously the wood chest, but I don't really care. All right, I need to make another chest, and I frankly need to do it like in a new house because this is just not cutting it. Can't think of a single bad game they've made. They made GTA 1 to 5, by the way. Nano, are you on a bit right now where you're just trying to sound like Fastminer or something with just these obnoxious hot takes that make no fucking sense? Or is that like an actual from the mouth of Nano comment? Because I have no fucking idea where that was even supposed to go. Like, I can't even, I don't even know how to continue the conversation. I straight up don't know what that was. I'm maybe doing a little trolling. Okay, okay. Sure. Yeah, that's what we call it. Hey, dude, it's foolproof. If you ever get made fun of at school, just say that you were trolling. Then they can't make fun of you anymore. Like, dude, you're so stupid. I can't believe you thought I wasn't trolling. Like, what? Do I make a roomy home? I'm gonna make a roomy home. Front cost is 28 granite. And then a lot more fucking granite. Holy shit. Does it have to be made out of granite and wood? Like, can I make something that's out of, like, a more expensive material, but, like, gets a better result? Okay, the Jumbo Lodge is actually pretty tempting. Based upon what's the greatest run of games by a single publisher or developer? My answer being Rockstar 01 to 06. I don't know about all that. They released like a couple of Grand Theft Autos, I guess, in that time frame, but I would consider none of them the best Grand Theft Auto that they even made. Me reviewing all the games from that era that people call classics. No YouTuber standards. I'm gonna screw this up because there's a couple of games people really like that I'm gonna shit on from the dumbest things. Okay. Yeah, we will. We'll see how it all comes out, but interesting. I really want to make like a ton of shit, so it looks like I just need to collect a ton of granite and wood, but I don't really have the storage space to do any of that. I have some regular wood, and I have some granite. Literally some granite. Like that's it. Yeah. I guess I'll take the wood out too.
GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, Midnight Club 2 and 3. Oh, Max Payne, Red Dead Revolver, Manhunt, Bully, San Andreas, and 5 are often seen as best GTA games. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any GTA game is going to be a fine GTA game at least. Obviously, certain ones are, like, better, but they're all solid. I mean, Midnight Club, though, I really feel like it didn't hit until the later end of that. Like, for me, I only played Midnight Club LA, but I feel like that was like where it really peaked, just because of the, you know, the ability to do more true open world stuff and whatnot. Max Payne 1 and 2 I've heard good things about, but I feel like Max Payne 3 from a couple of years after that, which I guess that was probably more like 2012, wasn't it? 2011. But either way. And then Red Dead Redemption, I feel like, was way better than, right? So it's like, I feel like all of those were fine, but I wouldn't consider that the greatest run in video game history at all, just because all of them they improved on all of them, right? Like, none of those are the greatest GTA, none of those are the greatest Midnight Club, none of those are the greatest Max Payne, none of those are the greatest Red Dead. I literally know nothing about Manhunt, and Bully, okay, was cool, but I mean, I guess some people think kind of shit on it compared to 3, though. Although I think they both slap about as hard. Yeah, I didn't play the other one, so I guess I'm not gonna compare them fully. But I just feel like Midnight Club LA would be better. Comparing Tron and Star Wars, they're eerily similar. No, what? Who are you? Get out of here. Is GTA 6 going to be the best game or the worst game ever created? I think it's going to be really good. Like, I think there are times in my life where I try to just go against the grain and find ways to disagree with people that I can back up with my own proof. And somehow in this stream, when it comes to football talk, it's always regarding the Rams. Like, Wager will come into this season telling me that the Rams are going to suck, and I'm like, no, they're not going to suck. And then the other year, when they made the first Super Bowl, he had said that they weren't even going to make the playoffs. And then I said, oh, they'll definitely make the playoffs. So there was like a clip on my stream, because Wager clipped it thinking that it was clever and he was going to call me out later. And sure enough, they made the playoffs. But then there was a year in between that where they didn't make the playoffs, and Wager thought that they were going to be like this dominant force, and I was like, I don't know, I don't really see it. It was before they got Stafford. I was like, yeah, I just don't think that Goff can really like do all of that. Yeah, like, I don't know. Somehow I'm always right about the Rams. It's really weird. Anyway, all of that to say, sometimes I just like disagree with things just because like I have an urge to disagree with them, and I can kind of back it up. GTA 6 just is gonna be good. There is just no disagreeing with that. Like, GTA 6 is just like that's a train that I'm just gonna hop on because I have no reason to believe otherwise. I really want to start making a lot more complicated things, but honestly, at the end of the day, the slap juice from the juicer is just too easy. It's just 2 slap berries, and it's like a ton of pink hearts with 2 stamina regen, like 2 minutes of stamina regen. It's just wild. All right, but if I let myself do this, I will stand at this base all day. So I just need to start making a new house. Which means I'm gonna need granite and wood. I kind of wish that, pretty similar to Minecraft, that when you break something, you just get everything it drops. I don't like that I have to run around and pick it up. It is really nice to be playing this game on PC right now, because I have been playing this on the Switch. Whatever I have been playing it, I probably put
4 or 5 hours into it on Switch over the past whatever month, and it's kind of fucking miserable. Thing about GTA is the first 3 3D GTA games are more open-ended and structured in a way that encourages the player to experiment as much as possible within a single-player setting, while 4 and 5 usually go for more structured cinematic approach to the single player and leave the open-ended nature and experimenting to online. Not saying either way is better, but what you prefer probably determines what you think 5 or San Andreas is the best GTA. Yeah, but I feel like it's still on 4 and 5, even if the open-world nature of it is tuned better for multiplayer, you can still just do it in single player. I think what happens though in the GTA games is, especially, you know, with 4 and 5, we sit here and say that they're tuned better for multiplayer, when in reality, we as humans are just tuned better for multiplayer games by the time that they released. Right? Like, I don't really have an intention of playing a single player GTA game. Like, sure, when GTA 6 releases, I will play the single player portion of it and I'll appreciate the cinematography and whatever, but it's like, and it's not just because it's GTA 6, that's why I'm saying it now already, is that I'm just not really gonna play it single player. Like, that's like, I have the ability to play it multiplayer, it's just better in general. Like I'm probably get annoyed with trolls because I'm old and I hate children, but you know, it's like, in general, I'm just like gonna enjoy playing with my buddies more. Whereas, like, obviously that wasn't an option for 3. And so, yeah, we can sit here and say like, oh, it was better to play solo, but like, yeah, you could only play it solo. So like, what made it great was you wanting to play it solo, I think is a pretty key part of it. Whereas when it comes down to it, with like, can I sleep and like not be out at night? Because this is kind of annoying. When it comes down to it, this isn't gonna actually sleep, is it? That's kind of really annoying. My thoughts on GTA 6 can be the most disappointing game of all time and still be a good game. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. I mean, honestly, look at Forza Horizon 5. Look at most games nowadays, right? We set a really high bar for games because the ones that we play are the ones that are really good, right? Like No Man's Sky, right? Like, by the time we all want to play No Man's Sky, it's because it's a good game. It was not that way upon release, you know? So comparing release No Man's Sky to end game No Man's Sky is just a completely different discussion to have. Whereas, and it can go that way for a lot of video games, comparing, you know, release Horizon 5 to end game Horizon 4 is not really a fair comparison because it's expected for developers to improve their game over time. So they can almost get away with their game being bad on release and then just let the community say, oh, it was so bad on release, because it doesn't matter, right? Like GTA 6, if it's bad on release, it doesn't live up to expectations, who cares? Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen out of it? They're gonna put the next 10 years into the game, making it even better, and we're all gonna have a good time playing it? Like, yeah, that, like literally that's what's gonna happen, you know? So it's almost foolproof in a sense, because as long as they put the time into it, it'll be good. It doesn't have to be time put in before release. It's just time put in. After the end of the game, GTA 7 will come out. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'll play GTA 6 till the end of time. Yeah, for real. That compared to the GTA trilogy, 5 and to a lesser extent 4 are piss easy. So some people prefer them for a single player challenge. For that single player challenge. I mean, I guess, but at that point, can't you just like mod the game? That's right. Like, in the same vein of this whole multiplayer thing that I'm talking about, like, that's just the doors that are open to you now. You know, like, you could just modify the game to make the difficulty harder or to do whatever you're trying to do to it. So it's like, I just don't see how it can possibly be construed. Like, if you prefer 3, like, go right ahead. Or San Andreas, like, I don't really care. Like, you do you. But it doesn't really make sense. And frankly, the same goes for a lot of video games that I complain about. Like Horizon, like, for me to sit here and say I prefer Horizon 3 or Horizon 4, like, at this point is probably not, like, a big argument. Now, for me personally, I really like Rivals. So, for as long as 5's leaderboards are fucked up, I'll just prefer 4. But saying I prefer 3 is just old people talk. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, someone tell me what's better about 3 in, like, a measurable way, other than, you know, I feel like the people who comment under Fastminder's videos will say, like, oh, you know, 3 was just better to drive, and yeah, like, no, shut up. Like, stop. Like, 3 was the same fucking game as 4, and it was the same fucking game as 5. It was just that 5 released broken, and so did 4. 4 has since fixed it, and I assume so will 5. But that's what they do. And so, in general, other than on release, it's just better to like the newer game. Like, if you're doing anything otherwise, you're just old. That's fine, but yeah, you're just kind of old. And people, it happens even in individual games sometimes. Like 7 Days to Die community, like, shits on some of the new updates. And it's like, oh, I preferred Alpha 16. It was the last time it was good. It's like, all they did was just, like, add features. But you're just complaining because it's, like, a little bit harder for you to, like, level up, or the opposite, it's a little easier for you to level up because they made water more enjoyable, right? Like, I don't know, it's just, people are just gonna complain about that stuff all the time, and as a game dev, you just have to ignore it. Like, you really just do. The trilogy also had cheats, so if you wanted those, the game to be easier, you just throw on God mode and fuck around with that. Yeah, no, well, they had cheats beyond the trilogy, but that's exactly my point. Like, 4 and 5 also had cheats. 4 and 5 had the same cheats. It was just not as interesting. What the fuck? Okay. Right, like, because there was online mode. Right, like, but we're sitting here saying, oh, but the trilogy had cheats, so you could adjust the difficulty. Okay, cool. So did 4 or 5, right? Like, I don't know. I think I'm dying on this hill when I don't even need to, but it's just, I just don't see a reason to believe in almost any sense that the older video game was better. Right, like in Horizon 5 sense, sure, it was bad on release, but I'm sure it'll be better than 4 by the time they release 6. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. I really don't want this to be fucking Dark Souls. Okay, apparently you should dodge to the side on that. Wow, okay. That was a lot more damage than I thought he would take, considering I thought I was more prepared for this. Oh, not you. Jesus, what? That's really annoying. Okay, just, I don't know why you would use anything other than a bow to kill this guy. Whatever. San Andreas is one of the best because I had CJ phone home. Horizon 5's been pretty good. I haven't really looked at the leaderboards though. 3 had a better map, but once again, that's not measurable. 5's pretty glitched. 3, only thing is leaderboards still not perfect. Yeah, no, that's like literally, that is the only thing for me for 5. And that I just literally tried opening the game today and it literally didn't open, but also fine. A little bit of that is me being old and just complaining. like 5 is just fine. Like, I don't want to play it because I would prefer to have leaderboards, and but I literally tried opening it today, right? Like, I'll play it because at the end of the day, like, I can be old and complain and say back in my day, but it's just a good game. Like, now wasn't on release for various reasons, but I actually like the map from 5 the most. I'll say it. I think 5 is the best map, hands down. Like, I don't even think it's close. Again, you know, we're all agreeing that that's not measurable, but I think 5 is hands down the best map. And I think 4 had the worst map, despite the fact that that's the one that I like the most. Mainly because I absolutely could not stand the cities in 4. Edinburgh and all that. Driving around them was just absolutely fucking miserable. I'm sure it's probably the same in 5 too. I just haven't spent nearly as much time driving around them. I will say, I remember the cities in 3 being more enjoyable, but I liked 4 more. Yeah, I mean, 4 was solid, but I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I liked the open parts. I really liked everything about 3 better than I did 4. And I like the colors and kind of the design, the beautification of 5 a little bit more. It's mainly just because I hate all the sand. I feel like Horizon 5 cities are worse. Probably. Again, I haven't spent a lot of time driving around them, so maybe my opinion would change on that the more I play of it, but does it really play music when this dog chases me? That's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, that's all just immeasurable stuff where it's like, I preferred San Andreas because I like the character talking more. It's like, okay. And then a little bit to call Fastminer out on this. I don't directly intend to call Fastminer out on this, but it is like closely related to a lot of things in his videos. I do have a problem like with that kind of opinion. And I guess to bring up why I brought up Fastminer in his videos, like in your videos, Fastminer, when you say stuff that's like a little bit more on the opinionated side, it's like, okay, like I'll watch the video and I'll like get to the end of it, but I definitely enjoy the factual side of it more. And I'm sure that that's just me, right? Like if you were saying something opinionated that I agreed with and I was 16 years old, I'm probably more likely to watch the video. So from a YouTube perspective, I get it. But yeah, just me personally, it's like just a lot more enjoyable to hear kind of the factual side of it. Like it sold this much more or whatever. 3 had the best features because they're the most modern. 4 was kind of in between. 5 had big cities, tiny roads, and more props. Yeah, I could see that about 5 cities, and thus way less enjoyable. I've got to be able to like climb this, right? Which, yeah, I could probably climb it. Fucking dumbass. What? Okay. I say each Horizon map is best at one thing in particular, one or more particular things that they do better than the others. Yeah, I could see that as a reasonable conclusion as well. Oh, inventory full. 50. Oh, holy shit. I'll drop you. Oh, I could have eaten it. Whatever. It's just like modern ass cities, which is why it was so good. Yeah, 3 cities were really good. I really like 3 cities. Probably the most. But I like the color and nature of 5 the most, and since that is kind of most of the map, that's why I like 5 the most overall. Like the graphics are just beautiful in 5, and it really goes, like they really pulled everything together for that. Oh, I'm gonna drown. So I'm just gonna like show up on the side, right? Okay. Okay, we're up here, it's fine. Oh Jesus, wept. I like 5 besides it being like sandy desert in cities. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I think what I like most about 5 is outside of those two things. Like what I like most about 5 is definitely the forests and well, the rainforests, the water, the mountains, the volcano. I think all that stuff's good, but I think you're right. I think the cities and the desert I don't enjoy as much as those parts of the map, at least. Get behind that. Yeah, canyon roads are cool. Jungle area is pretty good, yeah. From what I can tell, Horizon 5 has a bit more variety. Yes, I also agree on that, which is more enjoyable because of the size. It often feels more one note because of how much you can be in one specific area. 4 had the best elevation, 3 had the best cities. Definitely agree with 3 having the best cities. 2 and probably the best environment. Not because it looked the best, but because I was, if I was going to any location from a Horizon game, it would be rainy Britain, Australia, or Mexico, or dusty ass Colorado. It'd be South French villas and beaches if I could, I guess. Like, but like the Mexico one, I think was still cool even in that regard. Like it in that comparison, probably the most conducive to racing and also centralized around the festival. Yeah, I didn't play 2 enough to really have an opinion on it. It was solid from what I played, but take. All right, well, I did all that. Let's build a house. Do I build the Manor stables? It's 14 stages to build. That's hilarious. Let's see what's recreated with Horizon 5 physics and open gameplay. It would be a great game. A lot of stuff wasn't breakable. Yeah, I remember that. Just get vacation on Horizon map and beat Horizon 2. Okay, well that's different. But also, I don't even know about that. I think I would probably pick Horizon 5, which is kind of where I'm going with this review. Wow, that's so much fucking granite. Detached garage? They don't even like officially have vehicles in this game. Wow, I really don't have enough granite for this roomy home. Actually, what do I need to do to level up the village? Because what I think I might do is just go to the Grand Lodge. Yeah. I've got the rest of that. I just need to increase my village rating. How do I increase village rating? It's like by building shit. So I probably should build like at least like a home or something. I'll build we're almost at the end here. Like I don't even know that I'll start building on 9 because I probably just want to go to 10. Interesting. I mean, I could just like build the lodge. Horizon 5 is a photogenic map, not a racing map. I can get behind that. I think that's a fair review. But I think like you can race anywhere, and that's I think why they did that is because they finally looked at it and said, okay, we kind of did everything racing related, so like let's just go somewhere pretty. To be fair, I assume you probably have more reasons to go to Mexico than I do. Well, no, it's not even about it being Mexico. It's just more to do. I mean, there's a volcano, there's cities, there's rainforests, there's desert. Like, Mexico is, like, dope. I actually had the chance to go this Christmas break and decided not to. So it's not like
Not like I'm dying to go. It's just that like from a nature standpoint, like Mexico's like the place to fucking be. I mean, it's sandwiched between the Gulf and the Pacific Ocean. Again, mountains, rainforests, deserts, like anything you could ask for from a nature perspective, it's pretty much there, except for snow. I mean, do I really? Yeah, I could build Maynard gates. I feel like that's not a bad investment. And just kind of like run it all around the edge of this map. Or the edge of this square, at least. Yeah, let's do this. Let's like have some fun with this. Can I nudge? Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I want to nudge it down. Can I nudge it down? No. Oh, come on. One patch of snow on the mountain. Actually, I don't know. You want to guess who I know that was really offended by Horizon 5? Probably someone who hates Mexicans. Luke. Interesting. Luke, is there a way to nudge this down, or Nano? I just want it to be a little bit lower, so I don't have to put a staircase to get through this gate. Whatever. It's just so annoying. Okay. Oh, got it. Oh, whoops. Because they said all the Mexican characters sounded dumb. Yeah, they kind of did. They're imitating Dora the Explorer. How they speak half their sentences, use random Spanish for no reason. Okay, yeah, that's not actually the worst review I've ever heard. I didn't get like offended by it, but yeah, no, I could see that. Awesome. And what was it? It was obsidian, some rod, just flexwood, obsidian, and cut amber. Thanks, Peely. 15 flexwood, 15 obsidian, and 10 cut amber. Yeah. I really thought that I was going to use a lot more granite than it used. I really took that for granted.
I don't know why it thinks I have like no connection. Upgrade village. All right, opened up a lot of building parts. Oh, they're dancing. Okay, see ya. All right, what do we get? Oh, we unlocked the Lonely Lodge. Oh, that's it? Oh, I thought we were supposed to get to 10. There's a lot for Japan. I feel like people said that about 5, though. They haven't done LA yet. This point, I think I've noticed more than a few games do. It's just characters. I don't know. I mean, I guess about the accents and shit. Like, I really want the Maynard gates like this. I guess no, because I want that without the door. Okay. Yeah. So am I really gonna have to just like build a shit ton of actual stuff? Like this whole time you basically just build the juicer or whatever else it is for that level and you're good. Be a little annoyed if I actually have to like build a village to get this next level, but I think that's what I have to do. But that's the house that I want. Whatever they pick needs to be a good car culture. You could put car culture into whatever video game you want. There's no Mexican cars. I mean, I guess, but who cares? Like, you're driving, like, you're driving whatever the fuck you want anyway. Yo, chances they just do Detroit. Also, should I be building a village somewhere else? Like in the snow? I think I should. I probably don't need to eat this while I'm here. Alright, well I did all that and it got me nowhere as far as storage is concerned. Because I still haven't built a house. So I guess I'm just gonna build another chest. I really didn't want to, but it just makes sense. Also, the medium chests just make the most sense from a resource perspective. Until the villagers start giving me frost pine and iron bars. Max this one first, then go to the desert. Well, Nano's in the desert, so I'm probably not going to go to the desert next. I'm probably going to max this one, then go to the winter. And that's where I'll actually build a house. Also, because the winter's the closest biome, so it's a little easier for me to just transition that. 806 marble slabs. Oh wow, I don't have like a ton of that. Put you there. If he's in desert, then yeah, you need to make sure you're really prepared though. 2 amulets of worms is like a must. Really? I was just gonna have like a lot of spice burgers. Cause like, I mean, I guess I could go for the regular Amulet of Warm, but I've been kind of skipping over that to get the Inner Fire Charm. Not that I've made any progress towards it, but that's what I want. Okay, sorry, the purple one. Yeah, I have purple tools and purple health charm, not purple health charms, blue health charms. You should be fine. Okay, word. Thought about upgrading your PC now that the 40 supers are out. Probably not. I don't know. Just don't use it enough anymore. Malachite's what I don't have any of yet. I literally haven't found Malachite yet. Bunch of iron and stuff though, I think. Yeah, rough sapphire and iron, but no Malachite. Spice burgers are good, but they aren't good enough to keep up with the cold caves. No, you're right. Well, kind of right. Like I've been through the cold caves. That's how I have purple tools. But yeah, I mean you're pretty right about that. God, I think I'm literally just gonna put. Hear me out on this. I'm just gonna put wood in this chest, like just straight wood, like not even wood rods, and not flex wood, just wood. And then I'm gonna put granite in this chest, which I'm not carrying much of anymore. I say as I put one granite in there. Okay. Nope. Technically I should move all four of you, but don't really have the space yet. Oh. Okay. I have so much cut amber. I think you go here. I don't actually remember where I put that, but bunch of spare health charms if anyone wants to join in. Oh, I forgot I was carrying silk blended right in. Oh, well, there's the feathers. I can help with malachite because it confused me too. It's on top of snowy mountains. Okay, word. That's all I need to know. I'll go find it. It's not that super like needy for me, but yeah. Was that a smart thing for me to do? Or should I just hit collect? We'll see. Let me get this one slap berry out and throw it all in a juicer. All right, I guess we're going. We're moving, kind of. Let's put the vines away and just take regular wood and granite since. Well, actually, wait, what do I need to make the... village square? It's 10 wood and 10 granite. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be stupid, but... I'm just gonna go there and plant it and see what I can do. Because it's really like I'm really not that far from the winter. Like I'm not annoyed having to run there and back at least once. I don't really know why I'm doing this because I already know that I'm gonna have to level it up. I just thought that I could see what it would take to get to level 2 and then just come back with that. Except I'm realizing I'm gonna have to build stuff as well. But that's fine. Not a big deal. I should probably build it near a cave entrance. Oh, word? Are you a snowy cave or a regular cave? That's what I need to know. Looks like a regular. Oh no, definitely a snowy cave. Alright, I'll fuck with that. Oh my god. Okay, I thought there was more of them. Actually, I like having it on the edge. And also right next to this. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. We're just gonna put you right here. Make it blue. Confirm. That way, still some of it is over here. Something I've learned working on this video, PC ports have basically always sucked ass. I thought that was a recent thing, but no. Yeah, I've only recently been on PC, so I don't really have much of an opinion on that. I've emulated a few GameCube games on PC, but that's about it. What? This is not grasslands! I like that I get all my parts back, though. There, Frostlands. Okay, so wait, hold on. Can I... Oh my god, it was like right there. That's Frostlands. Okay. Oh, dude, some of this shit is sick. That's cool. Okay, well, let's level it up then. I need to increase the rating and have 25 wood and 30 granite. Okay, let's 25 wood and 30 granite. And then enough to build a bunch of stuff, I guess. I'm still kind of hungry after that pizza. I was gonna like get to a point and pause, and then I realized this is permanently online. Oh. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'll be right here. Ever tell you guys I got a dehydrator for Christmas? Oh, I'm gonna die to a single spider. How fun is that? I'm sorry, but that just shouldn't fucking be allowed. Like, what? I got a dehydrator for Christmas, and I've dehydrated like a shit ton of things. Obviously jerky, but also like literally every fruit. I think the kiwi was the most, I don't want to say surprising because I did actually have high hopes for it, but kiwi is solid. That flavor, dude. What are your guys' thoughts on infinity cars? Since, like it or not, we're on the market. What are your guys' thoughts on the infinity car make? It's basically Nissan. Is that what it is? Luxury Nissan. Yeah. Just like the Infinity XQ60. It's alright. Okay. No real opinion. Like a crossover SUV, yeah. There's whatever, yeah. Kind of what I assumed. I need to get a bunch of knot root and marble for these medium chests. Oh, it needs bright core. I forgot about that. I need to go shopping for bright core. Yeah, because I don't have much of that left. So I'll be able to make 3 grand chests, which isn't bad. It's only 24 of you. And then, okay, you don't take too long to make.
Not to brag, but I've never been closer to suicide.
Don't have to be, Luke. What you up to tonight? Ah. I see. Move. Dude, I wish I could just not starve in this game. Like, so badly, I wish that. It happens all the time. Get out of the... Oh, I forgot I was making 12. I thought I was making 3. No, I have food with me. It's just that when I'm at my house, I prefer to eat food that I'm not carrying with me at all times. So, all right, well, I just finished those kiwis, so that was pretty good. I also been fucking up the banana chips, dried banana. I'm either gonna run Madden or GTA depending on what you do, or whatever you play if it's not this. I mean, I don't know, man. See it, thieves? Yeah, you ain't gonna catch me on that. I'm trying to get Pirate Legend. Love that for you.
let's okay, what else do I want to take with me? Oh, can I? I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. Is it because... Awesome. Oh, saw it. Why do you have 1,000,000 gold? That's disgusting. Mm-hmm. I basically take everything white and green that's not cut amber. At least from those chests. I should start a farm, but... Oh, I guess I could take shells. And that'll allow me to make this. Yeah. Any of the guild ships. I don't know why I thought I could run past you this direction. I don't know what I do. Remember when the kid tried to make fun of me for making fun of him for double pumping? Classic times. Alright, like I don't even want to build anything. Because I want to have the room first, you know? Oh, I guess I could do this. I'm gonna have my house be in this corner, no matter what. So, but I like... You know, I could just free build it. I could build whatever house I want. Sounds like you're an asshole. You're such an asshole. Uh-huh. Well, you also, killed him. No, I mean... That's why I don't want to play it. Because you're right. What if I... Cool. The starter palace. The ancient bed. The Shogun Palace. Fuck, I ran all the way over here without the iron. Not that I left myself an inventory slot for it, but... God. Oh, I like that. What if I just build a bunch of these gates? Oh, fuck me. Just trying to move some of this shit to the side. I accidentally hit my mouse. Why? What? I could do that, but it doesn't... Luke, is there a way to shift it down? No. Build placement shit? Yeah, apparently. Like, am I really about to build this? Like, would you build this?
Okay. But like, oh, no. Not that. I mean, I'd build it and make the one next to it match in height. I just want to cover this, like. Wait, what? I mean, really? Oh, I'm not even leveling up the. That's kind of annoying. If you want to level up, just build one of the houses, make it for villagers, and move on. Ah, that's not a bad idea. Why do I need 36 vines? I guess I don't need it right away. Oh. I guess that. We have one house for our chest, one for villagers, and one for workbenches. That's kind of the vibe I'm going on. Of course, the first fucking thing I need is the vines. Bushes, please. What's up, Santo? Always welcome here. Working and jerking. Oof.
kind of funny how they definitely did that in a way that they did not intend. Oh, there's shit on top. Okay. And there's no way to lower this. That's right. I guess I can get behind that. I just probably won't use that gate too much. Eh. That works. Even when it's to chess, I probably will switch to chess. Actually, I could switch to flashcards and do chess. Time to check in for your flight. Yay. That's what we like to see. Lame. There we go. All right. Let's build. That is so not worth it. That guy's walking into a wall.
This game does have a very good completionist sort of setup. Eight beds, I could work with that. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Did he leave? What the hell? I just got around to recruiting him. I'm really gonna want to get this all the way up to level 10 before I build the house that I stay in, which is kind of annoying. But I know me, dude. Yeah. Does it really have to look that high? A little stupid annoyed about that, but whatever. Level up again. I don't have 4 not root rods. That's a little annoying. because I didn't want to have to place the table for that. But I can. Fuck. I went skydiving. I went. Really? Whatever. What? Okay. I mean, I could just kind of throw palisades all the way around. Feels like a bit much, but it's really not that expensive. Oh. Oh. Fuck. They don't look the same inside versus out. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Don't really want to do that. Bump, 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 bump. So this should work. Hopefully. There we go. So it works. Can't really read it, but it's fine. I guess you don't need to. Oh yeah, baby. Right out. Oh. C6. Nice. Bishop check. Knight d4, right? Oh. No, I knew that. This one's knight d4. Yeah. Got ahead of myself. Probably could play knight d4 earlier, but... Knight f3. Yeah. Knight out? Yeah. Oh, it's G6. I hate this card. Yep. G3. Also hate that card. Ah, no. I hate that even more than if it would just been G3. Knight F3. This is, yeah. Knight out. Bishop F5. Yeah. That one's tough. For me. Knight F3. Okay. I was like, I feel like that one's just whatever. This one is just Knight F3. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, that's really frustrating. Because it's like a different style than the other one. That sucks. Alright. Knight F6. Okay. This one's the knight out, right? Yeah, I hate that move because of this. H6 though. Yeah. Take it because that's just a free knight. Oh, we matured the card. You probably just go knight c6. Okay, that'd be the other option. Takes. And you give the queen check because the knight's not out yet. Throw it. You don't take it. Fuck, I always forget this card. C4. D5. Yeah. Didn't I just? Yeah, I did just have this one. I got it wrong. It was knight e5. Oh, it's gonna be hard to remember. Take. Queen check. I don't know why we're reviewing that card. Probably could hit easy on that one, honestly. I know. Take. Knight d6. Fork. Even though it's not like that much of a winning position. Yeah, it's only minus 0.2. But. Take it. Wait. Oh, the other side. Okay, so this is. Okay. It's probably knight c6. What? I can't explain that. I was gonna say, because the knight would defend the bishop and trap the queen, but it also doesn't trap the queen because the bishop would just block. And you also won't have the knight there. And the queen doesn't force the king onto e2. You can't just go queen h4 because g3. Oh, because he has to play g3 and you play queen e4 and win the rook. If I ever played this on someone, holy fuck. That's the savagest thing I have ever seen. Wow. Alright, well, I didn't get that right. I understand it now, though. Take it, and then on that side you go g6. Knight G6, you understand. I think this one you take, which I hate. DC, yeah, not a big fan of that one. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. C5. Take it. Awesome. I probably could have hit easy on that. Throw it. Take it. D5. Yeah, it's just begging to be D5. Right out. Takes. Bishop D6. Queen E7. Takes. Queen A4 check. That one's fucked me up so many times. I got that card wrong literally like 7 times, like in a single day. It was ridiculous. I just kept assuming that it wasn't that bad. New picture! Hold on. I can... Nope. Sublime. Sublime. Screenshot. And it's... I could actually write it out myself instead of having to find the image. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6. H3. Okay, H3, knight F6, and then bishop B5. Knight F6, bishop B5. Save, minimize, view, enter. Awesome. And that should update at some point. I'm gonna minimize that in case I want to keep it. Anyway, take the pawn. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have this on night mode, but not really an option. Fucking D5. Most insane flashcard I've seen so far. Knight F3. Oh, I knew it. I know the fucking moniker. I'm not gonna say that I got that one wrong because I genuinely do know it. I just need to look at it. I'm gonna only say hard on that one, even though I technically got it wrong, so I should hit again. Just don't feel like it. Knight F3. Cool. Knight C3. Bishop E3. Oh, that's the card. Bishop E3. Nice. Knight out. D4. Probably C4, right? Yeah, nice. Take it? Cool. Oh, E5. Awesome. Easy. Knight F6. Cool. I got that one wrong last time I saw it. This one's a weird one. I think it's Knight F6. Or D5. I'm gonna say Knight F6. No, I'm gonna say D5. D5. Nice. I'll say hard though. Push. I think this one's C4. Yeah, C4 and D4 are probably about the same move, but whatever.
D4. What? Okay, easy. This one's bishop out. Bishop C5. Yeah. Oh, is that a new card? I really feel like I've seen that card before. Bishop E6. D5. C5. Fuck. You take it, right? Yeah. Well, that's an interesting one. Is it? It's just H3, right? Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. Push it, even though I've like literally never played that. Just a free pawn. Okay. Not crazy. Knight F3. I feel like I've done that a million times. Why do I feel like I just saw this one and just got it wrong? Knight F3? Okay. I like actually knew that one. I definitely didn't because I got it wrong, but oh, this one's weird. Yeah, it's Bishop C5, which makes no sense because you're about to get kicked, and it's like you could have just avoided that and played any other developing move. But is this G3? I hate that so much. Knight F6 because you gotta take it if he actually puts the bishop out. D4. This is no. Wait. C4. Okay, that makes sense. I thought I had seen it before, and then right as I said my answer, I saw that it was a new card, and I was like, oh, wait. E4. Nice. Take. Kick. Push. Knight. Oh, this is the annoying one, right? Knight E5? Yeah. I will forget that one a million times before I get it right. Knight D4. Nice. Takes. Oh, here we go. ED. We're getting closer to open up that barman line. Knight takes E5. Nice. Knight F6. Yeah. Push. Knight out. Knight H4? Oh, it's a new card. I'm still gonna say Knight H. No. Knight H4. What the fucking what? I guess you can't get kicked. Really? You definitely can, though. That was a wild fucking card. We still have one more new card. Knight F3. Yeah. Just take the fucking pawn. Awesome. Some of these lines are fucking stupid. I feel like this is Bishop C5.
Oh, that one's gonna get me like a lot. Knight f6. What? Oh. What? I thought the other one was gonna get me a lot. That one's gonna fuck me up. We just had this one. And I said c4. No, I didn't. I said h3 and I was right. h3. Fuck my ass. Okay, I'll remember that. Maybe. I feel like it's just knight f6. Okay. Take it. Knight c3. I feel like because of that garbage move, I can actually get away with holding on to this pawn. Knight c3. That's fair. That's fair. That's a fun response as well. I'll never remember it, but that's a fun one. Knight f3. Knight f6. Oh my god, I've gotten this card wrong. Oh my god. Not just gotten this card wrong. That card has leeched me literally like 11 to 12 times. Something like that ridiculous. Oh, that's so fucking frustrating. D4. I mean, that's just, yeah. We just had this one. Knight g6. Bishop g5. Stupid. We're gonna have that other new card show up here on probably the next card. G4. You guys like that one? Learn that line. Yep. Bishop e2. And then, yeah, here's that line that we just went through. It was bishop c4. Right out. Oh, this was the one that I fixed, but it was just to take the pawn. Yeah. Fucking d5. C5. Take the pawn. Take the pawn. Bishop c5. Knight c3. That one I got the wrong knight on last time. This is a stupid bishop d3. What a dumb card. This was knight c6. That one was pretty frustrating too. What the fuck was this one? I said bishop c5 and I was wrong. Right? Oh, bishop d6. That's a really stupid card. And bishop g5. Almost done here. Bishop f5. And bishop e2. Awesome. One more card due later today. I'll have to refresh that in a second. Pull up stats in the meantime. You guys can't see them. Whatever. 233 mature cards, 300 young cards. It's crazy. 90 children, 91st children of mature cards. And I've been adding almost 10 cards a day for the past, like, month. Literally, like, 300 cards a month. Alright, last card. Bishop C4. Awesome. Awesome sauceum. Did 110 cards in 26 minutes. Probably just play a game of chess and hop off. I'm getting pretty tired. I probably shouldn't even play the game of chess, but whatever. Is chess.com really still down? Jeez. I forgot whatever button I pressed for the chess scene, but yeah, chess is really chess.com. Server cooldown. Okay, hold on. $35 seconds. Riveting. Dude, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I mean, I've been getting up at fucking 6 a.m. Central for the last however long, 7 a.m. Eastern. Oh my god, is it gonna work? I think that's a no. Okay, I'm hopping off. Hope you guys enjoyed the hope you guys enjoyed the flashcard stream. I do kind of plan on doing that whenever I get the chance to stream over the next however long, which clearly we are potentially nearing the end of. Obviously the flooding of my house and the crashing of my car and the job that I have that's annoying as shit, it's taken up a lot of time, has been a large factor as why I haven't streamed in the last month, but we'll see. We'll see. I will not be on next weekend, and I will also not be on this coming week as I planned. I was supposed to be work from remote this coming week, but project got extended 3 weeks. So won't have any live streams the next 3 weeks, won't have any live streams next weekend. So, I mean, next chance is 17th, I would say. And then, so yeah, the only stream that I'll have until the 24th is the 17th. But after that, from the 24th onward, I might be able to get back to a decent schedule with work remote and stuff like that. And just being home on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But we'll see. Hope you guys had some fun on the stream. People do things. I'll see you guys, hopefully then 17th-ish or later. But love you guys. I'm out. Deuces.